League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You talk about this Washington defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now...
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Tillman. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
18 Red. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hey, smash. 18 Pioneer. Hup.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Let's go. Half to 60. Half to 60.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Track him 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Say, hurt. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him ran complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when he... And oh, he coughed it up!
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Tillman. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Now a run. Here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You talk about this Washington defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning are probably up over 98%.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Back to throw. Tillman, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Daniels. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Tillman. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's been a rough go on the ground throughout the entire game, but after a run like that, they may have found the spark to get their offense kick-started.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
2nd down and a yard. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing now is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw is Daniels. Got an open man. It's Harmon. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check, 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 check. 18 pioneer. Go.
Daniels from the gun on third down. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Back 60. Back 11. Back 60 average. 60 average. 19 Lion.
Here's Daniels. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. Good footwork at the 30. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
70 range. 70 range. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Cut 19. Cut 19. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they get the guard, John Runyon. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Catch is made. It's Harmon. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harmon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw. Daniels. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Tillman uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Tillman eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game. I
like that, MVU. Well done.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 Lion. Hurt. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Harmon. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This is Davis. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Off-play action. Tillman. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Tillman. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Back to throw. Daniels. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Completes it to Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best...
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Fighting through it, he's got space.
Down the right sideline, Terry McLaurin.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And running with power here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Tillman dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
From the gun on third down, Tillman.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Now a 3rd and 6. To the air goes Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Daniel's going to throw for it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Tillman. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And